son.
At some point, he got to go.
Never no time.
I mean, at some point, he
never
got
no
to go.
time.
Man,
never no time.
Well, tell him, Christian.
No, you tell him. Well, you talking about you grown and you gotta go somewhere. I told him you my only son. You ain't going no damn where. You go when you get ready.
Man, I just feel at some point you need to make your own way. That's what I be want to walk through the house naked sometime, and there you go. So I mean, what?
No, if anything, you can go, not him. How about that?
I want to pay all the fucking bills in here.
It seems like he walking on eggshells to say what it is in his own house. Goodness gracious.
So I mean, what?
No, if anything, you can go, not him. How about that?
I want to pay all the fucking bills in here.
You gonna tell me where I can go?
But the thing is, like, why do I got to? This is my mama's house. Like, why do I got to leave my mama's house?
Period.
Man, you damn near 40 years old. Damn near it's time to go. I mean, at
40.
I'm 29. I'm not.
Well,
40.
Boy, that's pretty 10
But
years
you know
away.
what? When I met you, you was living with your mama.
Man, please.
wow.
Come on,
you was
man.
living with your mama.
I
Now
was only 22 years old.
Now you gonna tell me because he 29.
I ain't getting up. I'm not getting up.
Man,
I'm
he
not
has
going
to go.
I'm not going nowhere.
He has
my
to go.
house.
Well,
and you ain't gotta go nowhere.
You know what? Damn it, I ain't gonna pay no bills either. Then, damn it. Now, how you feel about that? You don't want him to go? I won't pay the bills.
No, you gonna continue to pay the bills.
He got to go though, man. It's too much. See, we arguing and stuff about stuff.
But at the end of the day, all y'all do is tell me to help. Y'all ain't saying nothing. It's like,
man, you grown ass man. You supposed to know man, garbage overfilled. You supposed to know to take that outside. Come on, man. I don't have to tell you all this stuff, man.
But the thing is, I'm barely here, so I'm barely making garbage. So why I gotta take the garbage shop? I'm barely here. If I'm barely here, barely making garbage, barely making dishes, like why I gotta do anything?
Well, she gonna always make excuses for you, man. But
right, he don't even be here. So what is you talking about? He don't be here like that. He come here, he sleep, and then he on business the rest of the day.
When he's here, he needs to help out. He needs to do some things.
You know what's crazy? When he was talking about help out, I'm thinking he's talking about financially. Like you need to actually pay some bills. He's talking about the most littlest thing. Take the trash out. And then he tried to justify it. Not the adult, but well, they're both adults. The dude's dang near 30. But the guy with the hat, he tried to, the kid in the situation, the youngest, tried to justify and talk about I barely even make the trash. Okay, you barely even pay bills either. Yeah, you're gonna do some service related things as well. Even I don't care if you didn't put not one thing in that trash can. What else are you contributing to the house? I'm paying for you. If we want to all be like that, then cool. I'm gonna stop paying for you. This is crazy. Y'all, before we get back into it, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And also if you could hype.
Well, I tell you what, he ain't paying no bills,
damn it,
and
he
gonna
start paying some bills around us.
I ain't paying. I gotta pay.
I'd rather want to
my mama
out.
But listen, my mama said I gotta pay no bills. I ain't paying no bills.
He gotta pay. What I want him to do is save his money and do what he needs to do with his money,
the whole reason why
and not pay no
bills. Because all this soft you bring it to him, he still got the titty in the mouth. You let all that stuff go on.
No, you know what I know? You jealous. You jealous of my son. You jealous of my son.
Only you would say some bull crap.
I don't know if you jealous or not, but I just know I ain't getting on my mama's house. Like, if I gotta get my mama's house, you gotta put me on my mama's house at the end of the day.
Well, damn, don't be carrying you out. You got to go.
Oh, you don't mean you want to carry them out then. If that's
no problem with carrying them out. I just shoot them on out. And you,
Michael, now you know good and damn well I'm not kicking my son out.
What point do you respect?
At the end of the day, I ain't worried about it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm here. I live here, so till I'm ready to get out, I'm gonna be here. So it don't
At what point is you trying to? What's your plans for this man? What's
my plan is to stay in here as long as I need to stay in here. That's my plan.
And what if he 45, 50?
And he gonna be 45, 50 up in here.
Crazy as hell. Well, damn it, I'm gonna be out there.
Bye.
No, he's going
Get
before
the stepping.
me.
Get the stepping. Because this is my only son. He ain't going nowhere.
That's what's
my only son. Shit.
You the one made him like this because your weak ass.
You know what?
Made him.
Come and go. Your son is forever.
Man, I see what I'm saying.
You better go.
I see what I'm saying. That's
right. And like I said,
you made him this way. You made him
No,
this way.
I ain't make him
This
this
is
way.
a product of your.
I ain't making this way.
This
Like
is a
I
product
said,
of
it ain't
your
like
bad
he don't.
decision, your bad choice.
It ain't like he don't know how to get out here. Like I said, when he
Listen to it on that. Because I love that he said this is a product and you made him this way. This is a product of you. This dude doesn't get no respect in his own house. Why he chooses to live this way beats me. Is this really what we doing, y'all? Fellas, this what we doing. This how we living. This how we living. Oh man, it's so peaceful over here. I keep it real peaceful. I keep it real serene, feng shui at all times. At all times. But I don't think this brother gets 1 ounce of that. And here's the funny thing, because this is where the complexity comes in, right? This clearly isn't his son. And these are the complex dynamics that we're operating in. And funny enough, this guy is paying for another dude's son, paying all the bills, and he gets no respect. And he gets no appreciation for it. I think that's amazing. And it's so crazy because it's so clear. Even when he says, like, I'm going to leave, they're like, bye. It's like, you're not even a part of the family. They're united, and you're just over here on the island on your own. Even your threats hold no weight. They're basically saying, if you leave, nothing else changes. You're not important. Why you would choose to subject yourself to that and not even feel valued or like you're important? As a man, I don't know. Because I think you could be doing a lot more productive things. You know, that's probably why he looks so dusty. Because this brother gets no peace. Gets no peace. Again, y'all, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it.
Okay, well, I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want. And if I'm knocking on your door at 3 a.m., I can come in at 3 a.m. Okay.
If she's that grown, she needs to get her own place. She's 23, is the only child. She has a child of her own. And all her mom asks is for her to come in at a reasonable hour. She's out 2, 3, and 4 o'clock in the morning. Again, she, the 23-year-old, has a very small child. This is what it looks like when my kids don't never got to move out. They can stay with me forever. Don't never work out. It never works out. And at this point, she's probably only staying with the mom for free childcare. She's spoiled. She's spoiled. Her dad died when she was 14, so I can imagine the mom probably held on too tight, let a lot of things slide, because she's all that I have. And look, grown-ups need their own place, because otherwise, y'all become too close. They think they can say what they want to say, become spoiled. They don't know how to stand on their own 2 feet. That girl is ungrateful. Ungrateful. In another video, she talked about the daughter had her own apartment, but the mom came when she got pregnant to help with the baby. Mama, you should have helped and left.
Oh.
You stayed too long. You stayed too long.
So, funny enough, she actually went, because I was going to say she's been staying with her mom. And I'm like, dang, I don't know how she let that happen, her get pregnant. But it's nothing she could do, really. Once they get out here, they out here. But my thing is, so she wasn't living with the mom. She ended up pregnant. Now, because this woman said that she believes she's staying there for free childcare, I think it extends far beyond that. This young lady's trying to get pregnant again. She's going to end up pregnant again. Yeah, she wants that overnight childcare. Because like she said, she gets to stay out till 2, 3 in the morning. Why? Because she's at her mom's house. If she had her own place, she wouldn't be able to do that anymore. She wouldn't be able to go out and still live like she's single and childless. But since she was able to come back home, now she gets to still live free like a kid with no responsibilities. And it's just she's just going to end up continuing to dig deeper and deeper. And the more she digs, the more responsibility that the mom is going to have to take on her behalf.
Financially supporting your adult children. And are you an adult living at home with your mama? Woo, we about to make it hot. I'm Frank Ski, and I'm just frankly speaking. Listen, There's a major shift in the black community right now. Adult kids are moving back home in record numbers. But let me be clear. This is not about shaming adult children. This is about creating structure that they don't have. Because a lot of parents right now are carrying grown children late into their 20s and even 30s, financially, emotionally, mentally, and it's creating real stress in the black household. So like a lot of you, I left home 2 weeks after graduating high school. No plan, no money, nothing. I struggled a lot. Eviction notices, car repossessions, but struggle built my character. So what's going on now? Kids 25 and 30 years old living at home? Listen, I understand the economy is crazy. Rent is outrageous. Groceries cost too much. Jobs are disappearing. And a lot of people are one paycheck away from being in trouble. So yes, sometimes adult children got to move back home. But sometimes parents also got to help. And here's where I draw the line so that we're clear. Support without structure turns into dependency. And that's the problem. If your adult child is moving back home, there's got to be a plan. There's not, we'll figure this thing out, don't worry. Hell no. What are you working towards? How long do you plan on being here? And what are you contributing to the household? Because grown people should not be living anywhere for free. You heard what I said, and I said it.
Yeah. And it comes down to that plan. And some kids have it instinctually. I'm somebody who naturally has an urgency about me. So I always have a plan. No way, shape, no ifs, ands about it. I always have a plan. I'm a man with a plan. But like he said, it's almost like when kids become dependent or adults become dependent on these things, it's almost like you're robbing them of a lot of the lessons that he mentioned, that he went through, that ultimately, like he said, built him into the man that he is today. And I'm glad that I went through a lot of struggles as well, because that built me into the man that I am today. And it was able to show me what I'm truly capable of. And so it really just gives me a sense of calm and a sense of peace, knowing that it's really just being able to reflect back and know the struggles that I've overcame. So when smaller things in comparison erupt, because I have that Rolodex of past experiences and ultimately just life experience, I'm confident that I can handle it and I can just keep moving forward and put a plan in place. And a lot of these younger people are just running around here like chickens with their head cut off. And we know that things are harder for them. It's a much harder environment. It's a difficult economy and things are very uncertain. You don't know what's going to happen with AI, automation. Cool. But then like the 23-year-old who was living with her mom, why are we putting self-inflicted wounds on ourselves, making it harder if you already can feel that it's hard enough? Why are you having kids? And then why are you still staying out at 2 and 3 in the morning, probably doing the same acts and behaviors that's going to end up facilitating you having another one?
Hey y'all. So I'm back. I got a real life question for y'all. So y'all know I am a mom. I'm a mom of two. I have my 6-year-old. He'll be 7 in 2 days. And I have my 23-year-old daughter, right? So I want to pose a question, and I am open to all of the advice that you guys may happen to share. For those that have young adult children, that still live at home, right? I guess I could say young adult, ages over 18. We'll say over 18. I won't put a cap on it, but my daughter's 23. So my question is, how do you deal with the sense of entitlement that this newer generation, our children, display? Like the entitlement in terms of, well, my mama help, my dad'll do it. If I don't do it, I got them to fall back on. How do you handle the lack of independence? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work for you, and what does that look like with you and your children? Because for me, it can be frustrating sometimes, to say the least. But I also want to, just kind of get some pointers, because we know that this generation is special. They different. They're definitely built a little bit different than we were. So I would really, really like to just kind of hear y'all thoughts. Like, how are y'all dealing with y'all young adult children that still live at home? Like, I don't know. What y'all doing with them? Help me out.
And all of a sudden, you don't know why these fucking kids, they grow up and all of a sudden they get grown, get a little pussy and a little hair on their chest, and they think they can talk to you and match your energy in your fucking house, bro. When kids think they grown, they think they so fucking big and bad so they can match your energy, that they can yell as loud as you yell. They
Oh
can
wow.
fucking try and correct you in your own shit.
Oh
It's
wow.
time for them to go. Oh yeah, it's time for them motherfuckers to go. And don't let them motherfuckers give you a couple dollars. I told my motherfucking son to pay the motherfucking cable bill. $250 a
That's not giving you a couple dollars. That's just carrying your weight. Don't even frame it like that. You didn't ask him to give you a couple dollars. You required this be done. Otherwise, he can go find somewhere else to stay. It's a totally different thing. But see, if he's framing it like that, then that must be how the kid is perceiving it. Like he did him a favor, and so that must be how he's communicating with him about that. As if, oh, I lent you some money. I lent you the cable bill that I was watching, and I'm not paying no other bills. Ain't that something?
month. Homeboy think that cable bill pay for every motherfucking thing in my house. The food, the toilet paper, the soap, the paper napkins. Nigga, if you think that 250 give you the power to talk to me how you want to talk to me and say what the fuck you think you want to say to me, nigga, get the fuck out of my house. Cause that little $250 you give me every month, take your ass outside and see how far you get with $250 a month.
Oh man.
Go ahead. Walk out my motherfucking door, take your clothes and shit, and see how far 250 motherfucking dollars gets you. These kids ain't even introduced to the real world yet and they don't even fucking know it. They
Nah.
think they grown. Well, I pay the cable bill. You pay the cable bill. You give me $250 a month. So now you grown. You can chastise me because you give me $250 a month.
Oh, he
Oh,
chastising you?
yeah? Well, I motherfucking pay over $2,000 for rent.
That's just
I pay the
that. Nothing else.
lights. I put the food in this bitch. I buy the toilet paper in this bitch where my wife do. Boy, these kids something else, boy. I don't give a damn, boy. Once your child reaches a certain age, especially a man, and they start getting high on their little nuts, they got to go. I'm sorry, they got to motherfucking go. These kids is something else these days, boy. And I'm an old school parent, bitch. I will put you out my house. Let you sleep in the car that I brought, that I motherfucking brought, just to give you some leeway. Don't play at me. That $250 don't mean.
He said, especially when they become a man. I don't think you can be a man if you've never left your parents' house. Now, pay attention to what I said. I didn't say something happens and then you have to go back or whatever the case. That can happen to anybody. But if you never even attempted, never even stepped out at least once and experienced what it's like to live on your own, then that means you've never left the comfort. You never left the safety blanket. And as a man, I can't consider that a man, in my opinion. That's just by my metrics. Now, this man will be probably be wise to just go ahead and get his son up out of there. Because I'm gonna be real. If his son is really like rebelling and like trying to chastise him because he gave him $250 for the cable bill that he watches, I'm sure he watches it, then these guys are gonna come to blows at some point. And it could potentially end up in jail time or death, or excuse me, unaliveness, because that's wild. And see, that will set somebody off when they're paying all the real bills, but you think you're standing on equal footing because you pay $250 of a cable bill. That is gonna, because that doesn't make any logical sense. And when somebody's doing something for you, but you're not making any logical sense and you're thinking that you're actually doing something in comparison and they're actually looking out for you like that and taking care of you and making sure you're straight. I mean, this dude only has to pay $250. And it sounds like they probably have a real nice cable package, probably living real good. And you're sitting here trying to come at me. This could turn out real bad. And I think it would just be best for his son anyway to just get out here and experience it. And I think he'll probably come running back wishing he can come back home. But I think once this father experiences what it's like with him not in his house, that's probably not going to be an option no more. You're going to have to just figure it out.
Abusive adult kids aren't just a problem, they're a threat to your peace. And here's how to get them out your home without losing your mind. Step one, you have to recognize the abuse. Stop making excuses. If they yell, manipulate, hit, or control you, that's abuse. Acknowledge it. Denial only keeps you trapped. Step two, set clear boundaries. Set your rules. No violence, no disrespect, no manipulation. Tell them clearly what behavior is unacceptable and what the consequences are, like leaving your home. Step three, give them a timeline. Be firm. Give them a realistic timeline for them to leave. No vague threats, no ultimatums. It's either they respect your home or they have to go. And step four, protect yourself legally and emotionally. Document everything. If it comes to threats or violence, call the authorities if needed. Get support, friends, family, or a therapist. Your safety isn't optional, and your mental health comes first. Love doesn't mean tolerating abuse. You built your home for love and peace, not.
She seems a little cuckoo to me. I think she's probably the abusive one. I don't know, but this video just feels weird. I don't. I think this is such an outlier type of thing where a child is abusing an adult that I don't even really think that it relates to most people as far as abusive children. I think children are just, they're like a lot of people who just don't have knowledge and don't have experience. They think they know everything and they really don't know nothing. But all they have to lean on is the experience that they've gotten this far. And so with people who just don't have the knowledge, or like I said, they don't have the lived experience, you just kind of have to be patient with them because you know that they're on their process as well. I kind of think of this as like, you may see somebody and they go and work their first job, right? And there's somebody at that job, maybe that's twice their age, but they're in a superior position. Does that mean that you're superior to that kid or whatever? No, that kid could possibly go on and do much greater things than you've ever done in your life. He's just in a different phase of his life. So that doesn't mean that you should treat it like, oh, I'm above you or I'm better than you, because he might actually be better than you. He might be Elon Musk for all you know. So I think it's just that they're just naive at this point and they just don't have the experience. So they're just leaning on what they got, which is really nothing. And so I think you just have to try to work around that. Boundaries, I agree. Yes, have boundaries. But this just seems real sterile. Just seems real. It doesn't seem like you're looking at your kids or whatever from a warm place, which is kind of weird for a mother, in my opinion, to be like just treating their kids. I'm assuming her daughter. I doubt it. Her son would be like putting hands on her or whatever. So I'm assuming her daughter. They probably just have a weird relationship and a bad relationship. It's probably real catty in there. Possibly not a man in there to be able to kind of keep everything stabilized. So it probably just got real volatile in her house, and then she got to come on and say things like this. But yeah, that's weird to me for you to not like. It doesn't come off warm at all. It doesn't come off loving, in my opinion. But what do I know? We'll leave it there for the day. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually helps more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button, then it shows the points. And since I am a smaller content creator, we actually get more points per hype. And then also Patreon link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.